Welcome everyone, and let's just dive right in. What is an example of a cost-efficient business continuity strategy that covers all the bases in a hybrid network environment? Let's start the conversation with Mike. You out there, Mike?
All right, thank you, Stephen. So an example of a cost-efficient business continuity strategy that covers all hybrid network environments, I would say is a cloud-native disaster recovery paired with SD-WAN. A solid cost-efficient strategy I've seen work well combines, again, the RAS and SD-WAN orchestration. For example, a mid-sized retail client used Azure site recovery with a tiered SD-WAN overlay to route traffic dynamically between their cloud and on-premise assets. This provided automatic failover for both compute and connectivity without investing in full duplicate infrastructure. It's a pay-as-you-use model, which is key for hybrid budgets. Another scenario is micro-segmentation and zero trust with a strong runbook. It's an efficient approach which involves micro-segmentation paired with detailed runbooks for incident response. An example is a customer who is in the healthcare space that I work with and help them to segment their clinical workloads from administrative functions and kept the failover scripts and decision trees in a shared Confluence space. That not only hardened security, but also improved their MTTR when there was disruption, all the while avoiding expensive redundant environments.
Very good. How about you, Lovelie?
Wow. So an example of a cost-effective business continuity strategy would be a highly effective and how would I put this? So in order for it to be highly effective and cost efficient for business continuity strategies is to implement a tiered disaster recovery plan combined with cloud-based failover. This strategy categorizes systems based on criticality and ensuring that mission critical workloads benefit from a redundancy, a hybrid platform, whatever platform that you want. Examples are Azure, Suite Recovery, AWS, Elastic DR, etc. Even though you may have some less critical systems that may be slower, and have more economical backup options if you don't have a lot of critical systems in your environment. This model pretty much aligns with the risk tolerance if you have a risk tolerance in your environment. And it also minimizes cost while still meeting, recovery time objectives, point objectives, etc. And using this model, it will also integrate offsite backups, replication, cloud native automation for recovery and workflows. You also have incident response playbooks integrated within that model as well. And it also have periodic testing to validate the readiness of both platforms, both on cloud or on-prem, and if you have it as a hybrid. So that's just this line, just to keep it simple.
Excellent. And Ben?
Yeah, I think there's, this is an interesting question, because I think there's a question we should start asking ourselves, or start by asking ourselves this question is, does the cost of continuity align with the overall business impact of the incident you're protecting against? And I think it's very important as we're weighing the cost to implement continuity to the benefit that you're going to get from it. So when you talk about benefits, one of the things I'm a big sports guy, right? I believe I always like starting with blocking and tackling, right? What are the basics and building a strong foundation? And I think when you're implementing these cost-efficient strategies, you need to start with strategies that are multi-factor strategies, but aren't siloed to one single incident. So let's say DDoS, right? You're protecting specifically against a DDoS attack. That's definitely a strategy that needs to happen. But there's other strategic moves that we can do that have multi-factor benefits. So a couple examples of those that I was thinking about, one is implementing network segmentation.